It's 10 o'clock. So you know where your children are, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, July 7th, 2020. It's 10 o'clock. Mountain temperature is 68 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Upsways on the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night is Mary Trump scathing book claims Trump paid someone to take his SATs. Brazil's Jair Bolsonaro tests positive for coronavirus after months of downplaying pandemic. Trump administration sends letter return U.S. from World Health Organization over coronavirus response. Trump vows to pressure governors reopen school in Nepal. FBI chief slams Chinese cyber attacks on U.S. calls it one of the largest transfers of wealth in human history. As November looms, so does the most litigious election ever. Fauci warned against false complaints as Trump touts fallen coronavirus death rate. International students and online courses face lost S1 visa, as I said. California men, women who vandalize Black Lives Matter street mural and dismiss racism face hate crime charges. Bans on Trump administration push to reopen schools weekend let kids fall behind academically. Indian officials probe alleged lynching of a black activist. The United States is looking at banning TikTok and other Chinese social media apps, Pompeo says. Latino lawmakers group plus Trump White House meeting with Mexico's Lopez Obrador. Deadly floods, landslides, wreak havoc in southern Japan. Rishi Sunak to unveil kickstart job schemes for young people. Massachusetts reports 140 new coronavirus cases, 15 more deaths. Wilson Figueroa, a former leader of the Boston Latin Kings chapter, pleads guilty, the rector and U.S. attorney said. Eastwood claims 2 lives in rural Pennsylvania. More than 1,000 faith leaders called for the federal execution. Tropical storm Christina forms the Pacific is expected to be the season's first hurricane. Delta, United Airlines, JetBlue, Southwest Alaska Airlines signed letters intended to receive federal loans for the help the industry with the COVID-19 pandemic. The Treasury Department announced Tuesday. Just how healthy the introduction and healthy new meals in American schools been figured. The new study tells the policy moved in about 500,000 fewer obese U.S. children. The Trump administration sent formal notice to Congress and the United Nations on Tuesday that the United States is withdrawn from the World Organization. The Pentagon has opened an outdoor facility for safe and socially distanced workouts, and officials are closely monitoring and adapting the COVID-19 cases on active duty and retired members of the military grow. Two face drug charges after jumping from second floor window at Seekonk Motel, police said. Motorcyclists suffered fatal injuries in a collision with car and Rentham. Red fire in South Edinburgh quickly housed. Medical marijuana facility proposed for Old Aquarium and Islands that supported the directors of the proposed facility have dual online petitions. Paycheck protection programs sent millions to South Shore companies. Facebook and boycott organized met with Zuckerberg and didn't go well. Levi sales fall 62% in the second quarter to cut 15% of the corporate workforce. Country's largest retail mask mandate bears Roundup cancer settlement plan today. NASA and Boeing complete Starliner orbital test investigation. Melbourne starts 6-week lockdown. 9 days how to reopen schools. Famous Jurassic Park stands for Les Lizard Warbird. NASA's Jurassic Rover kicks off epic summer world trip across Mars. Is a coronavirus airborne? What we know about COVID-19 transmission? Ebola plague triggers health alert in China after herder is infected. Lung to Lysol product effectively killed COVID-19 according to EPA. Peter Children's time, 10:04, time out for a sports report. Cardinals DeAndre Hopkins takes shot of former team after the Chiefs signed Patrick Mahomes a contract extension. Adam Silver's worried positive test may pop NBA bubble. Deshaun Jackson says anti-Semitic post was taken the wrong way, extended his policy after Eagles respond. NFC Dallas head coach Luchi Gonzalez on what comes next for the club. And now, looking at the extravagant trends to check at 10:04. Beep! On the NBA Green Line knee bench was terminated Brigham circled to the track engineer. Military Park could use banana bus alternate service in the commuter rail. Looking good, except that Newberry line train 180 and train 2 p.m. from Newberry is up in 35 minutes past schedule between Newberry for the North Station to the crossing gate issue and the ferries they are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways in New England on this Tuesday night. Mass Pikeman westbound side, a little bit so on west of 84 in Springfield, in Sturbridge. Route 2, stop and go between Fitchfield down to Westford. 91, both fence back by 291, 84 in the Hartford area. 84, both fence back to Newtown, Connecticut, stretch 85 at the stepbound, so to the Greenwich, Connecticut. Route 101 eastbound, so after Route 83 up in the Manchester, New Hampshire, 89, stepbound side, a little bit so on. 1 in New Hampshire, and 93, slow on the Littleton, New Hampshire area, and 295 at the stepbound side, also after the main turnback in Brunswick, Maine, and main turnback step on a little bit so on Gray Maine and 95 at the northbound side, so the Medway, Maine. Keto Children's on 10:05, time out for weather report. It's going to be patchy fog after 2 a.m. West Coast at 64 degrees and night south winds. Wednesday, slight chance of showers before 11 a.m. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Some sort of bit of small gust winds and heavy rain, patchy fog before 7 a.m. West. Mostly clouds by 86 degrees, south for about 5 miles an hour coming in the evening. Morning chance is 20%, and from Wednesday night, mostly clouds by 69 degrees, light south wind for Thursday, chance showers and thunderstorms before 11 a.m. Then a slight chance showers between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Then a slight chance showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Partly south sky at 86 degrees, calm and coming. Southwest wind 5 miles in the afternoon, chance of 30% for tonight. Patchy fog up to 1 a.m. West partly up at 68 degrees, up to about 7 miles an hour coming in the evening for Friday. Slight chance of showers before 1 p.m. and a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms between 1 and 5 p.m. and a showers likely after 5 p.m. And it'll continuing until 7 p.m. and continuing on night and Friday night. West mostly clouds by 82 low 69 degrees, just based at 65%. Common coming south around 6 miles in the afternoon for Saturday, showers lightning before 3 p.m. Mostly clouds by 82 low 68 degrees. Common coming in east around 5 miles in the afternoon, just based at 45% for Sunday, just showers between 2 and 3 p.m. Mostly Saturday 5 degrees, a low 68 southwest by 3 to 6 miles an hour, just 30%. And from Monday, partly south sky at 85 low 67 degrees. Common coming south around 5 to 7 miles in the morning. And for Tuesday, chance showers practice at 83 degrees, calm and coming southwest wind. 5 miles in the afternoon, chance of 30%. Right now, not in it. Overcast is 66 degrees. That's me for the Peter Channel. 10 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, July 7, 2020. Viewers, hope you have a good afternoon and good night with the good message. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you tomorrow morning. More important, hope you have a good night.